Fix it
And
in
that
post.
was it. Alright, well, welcome to the second episode, and the final episode of Podcast Simulator, because I'm gonna blow it again. I'm your host, Smatter. You might know me from that feeling you get when you didn't wipe enough. I am joined by dmbrandon, Fats, PBat, and a different person besides Faucius, Cyan. You want to go with that?
Cyan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call you Chris from here on out. So say hello, fellas.
I guess you have no real choice, huh?
What? Come on. Introduce yourselves.
All right, fine. My name is Fats. I'm a broadcaster by trade, also event host and tournament admin. I am the funny guy of Juice because none of them are as funny as I am.
I don't appreciate that.
All right,
I
I'm
feel
DM
slandered
Brandon.
right now.
I'm actually the following, since I don't know what he was doing. I'm a tournament commentator. I'm a streamer. I like to eat food. Keeps me alive. Makes me feel better than other people. Not like better feeling physically, like mentally. I'm better than you because I eat food that's better than what you eat.
I mean, what about people who are richer than you and eat better food and then they...
Well, yeah, you make a good point.
Nope, still better than them.
Okay?
Okay.
All right, my name is PBat. I'm also a streamer. I used to do a lot of YouTube, and I am in the early stages of some game development stuff with a few friends of mine. I'm also Fats' biological little brother.
Are you now?
Yes.
Apparently,
that
now
racist?
he is.
Yes.
Is
That's
that
pretty cool.
racist?
I'm
We are
Cyan,
related.
or Chris, evidently.
Yeah, you're gonna
Okay,
be Chris
Sam.
now.
I am a part-time streamer, but full-time retail employee.
Oh.
The
Yeah.
pain.
And there it is.
And it hurts. It hurts. Retail hurts. And I'm always tired.
Wait, I thought you were salaried.
Whoa. Still
Oh,
retail. It's
I'm
still
sorry.
retail. I
It's
said
still-
retail
Wait, could you
employee,
please-
Like, I'm trying to figure out when I said I was hourly there.
Oh, I don't know. I just assume retail that you're like stocking shelves and shit. That's what it suggests.
That's not what retail suggests.
Yes, it does.
That's what inventory suggests.
I mean, you inventory at retail locations, am I
Well,
wrong?
mean, to be fair, I do boxes. It's UPS, but I mean. Okay.
Oh, okay. I mean, I guess in theory, even the people who work in marketing for a retail company say, "Oh, I work in retail." They could do that.
I don't think any of them are gonna claim that they work
I
in
don't.
retail.
I
Sam.
don't think they would do that.
Yes,
Yeah. I think you're jumping.
you
the gun
guys
a little
aren't
bit.
proud.
You're just trying to make it work for you. It's not working for you. You messed up. Just live with it.
All right. Well, anyway, we got some stuff to talk about today. We're gonna talk about some videos, some video games. But before we get to that, I wanna open, and I know where this is going, you guys, and I see your faces right now. With a little bit of a guided meditation.
Oh god.
Okay, so if you're waiting in line to get your gross ass coffee at Dunkin' Donuts,
Come on.
or if you're at the gym and you've also had Dunkin' Donuts, and then you went to the gym and are regretting that decision, and you're feeling all the caffeine, you're getting ready to run, or if you're just picking up your kids from school or dropping them off, I don't care when you're listening to this, just play along. Close your eyes, step forward. We're gonna
Especially if you're driving.
Especially if you're driving. This is exceptionally important if you're driving. If you are driving, slam that foot down on the pedal because you're about to go for a wild ride. So, you are an unborn fetus. Are you guys closing your eyes like I am?
I was, and then I gave up.
Even you in the car.
I was waiting.
Okay.
You're breaking the fourth wall.
Oh, sorry. All right. You're an unborn fetus, but you're ready. You're ready to be born. It's pitch dark. You feel the pulsing, the heartbeat of your mother. It's wonderful. You're going towards life. Don't ask me how you know, but you know. And it opens. Your mother opens up, and out you go. And you fall, but you don't feel air. You're in the water. It's a water birth. And your gills are allowing you to breathe underwater because that's a thing that happens during water births. And you're ready, but you just can't climb to the surface because you don't know how to swim. You know what life is, but you don't know how to swim. So what do? You try to scream, but you can't. You can't scream. And a big hand reaches around you, but it's not your mom's hand. And it's also not possible that you would know what your mom's hand looks like. But she scoops you out of the water. It's the nurse. And she says, "Congratulations, it's a boy." And you cry. and you cry, and you cry. And we're here. Wow, guys, do you feel it?
I felt something.
Did you feel like you were born?
Nah, but I felt something.
You did, like, what, is it like a boner?
Kind of.
It'd be weird if you
As
didn't
an
have a
unborn fetus,
boner.
I don't understand language.
You know life, but not language. Oh, I'm
Please
sorry.
stop
Start
talking
born.
to me.
You
That,
know what life
I don't
is.
feel like that
You're
applied
born
to our
now.
female listeners, Sam.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess, you could be born.
Everybody's a boy now.
Yeah, that's right. Everybody's a boy. Thank you. Welcome to the world of the patriarchy, where you make $2 for every one a woman makes, and you can spit wherever you want, and you can do that thing where you hold your crotch when you talk. That's what it's like to be a man. All right, I'm feeling reasonably relaxed, you guys.
I'm feeling alive again.
Speaking of alive, I feel dead, and I think Chris knows why. Anyone been watching League of Legends Worlds?
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Yeah. Chris and I got up.
I stayed up all. No, I stayed.
Oh,
up
you
all
stayed
night.
up. I
did
just
not get up.
arrived.
I stayed up. I was with Fats over on his stream, and then I kept playing League, and then I watched it, sleep deprived. Then I wanted to kill myself.
At like 5 a.m., C9 started playing The Last Hope for North America. And they had 3 games to play today, and they quite literally needed to win 1. And what did they do? They didn't win 1.
Nothing, I'm guessing?
They won fucking nothing! And they
Okay.
played like their hands were tied behind their backs.
Okay, they actually got 4 chances.
Yes.
So when they had lost all 3 of their games, the wins and losses had fallen in a way that allowed them a tiebreaker against the loser of Fnatic and AHQ. So they had an extra chance to win 1 game,
Yeah.
and they lost all of them in spectacular fashion.
I know, it wasn't even like a close fight or anything. It was like the high on jungle, like made some good plays, but built like he's never played the game before. He was just like building full damage 80 Lee Sin. What else did he do? He did AP Elise
Yeah,
when they needed a
full
tank.
AP Elise when they had Veigar. You don't
Yeah.
have a bigger AP carry in the game than Veigar.
It's like actually crazy how much they threw it. It was like I tried to go to sleep after I had stayed up from 5 to like 11 whenever all the tiebreaker matches occurred. And I tried to fall back to sleep, but I couldn't because I was just so fucking angry and anxious. And if you know me, it's not like me to get angry over video games. But that did it for me. And I felt like shit. And I still feel like shit. Because now I don't care about anything. It makes me, like, it's weird. I don't want to say I hate all of the Asian and teams, but I do. Like,
You definitely don't want to say that.
No,
Yeah,
I know, no.
that's so racist.
No, I don't like the teams. I'm not invested in them. It's because they're not from the regions and they're not from the leagues that I follow.
So why don't you just say like I really feel a connection with the North American teams and I was really rooting for the. You can't just say I just hate Asians.
Wait, I didn't say that. I said Asian teams.
The Asian team.
I
What?
don't
No,
wanna
that's
say
not-
that I hate the Asian
Why?
teams,
Because
but I
they're
hate the
Asian.
Asian
No,
teams.
I just
If
don't.
you take the word Asian out, then you just say I hate teams, and that doesn't make any fucking sense.
Oh.
I hate the
You're
teams
racist.
not from my
That
region.
wasn't. I don't feel. Okay, that was probably a better way to phrase it. I don't feel any affinity for the Asian teams. Like the North American, European teams, certainly, because my dad's from Europe and I'm from America. All
Have you
right.
still got Fnatic?
Yeah, but where
Yes.
was your phone made? Your phone was made in China. Probably.
Motorola. Where does Motorola make their phones?
Probably China.
I did buy a
Let's be
Chinese
honest.
phone too. That's coming. I bought a Huawei phone.
What was that one? What was that one TV in your office?
TV.
Remember you remember when you said you were like pulling TVs out of your office, something like that?
Oh yeah.
One,
So,
like-
yeah, we found we were moving stuff when we moved offices at work, and we had a TV, and I had to identify the brand and write it down because we were moving offices, so you have to log everything from the moving company, and I couldn't read the brand, and I shit you not, the brand name of the television was Chang Hong.
Well, then there you go. You have an affinity because you had a Chang Hong TV.
Oh, so I was just frustrated that I had to log it, so I took it out on all Asian League of Legends teams. That's exactly what happened.
Logical.
Yeah. But yeah, the world is still going on. When is the finals? Is Halloween,
Well,
correct?
I think so.
I believe so.
I know
I
the
don't-
quarters. I haven't actually been checking the dates. I know the quarters are on the 15th, but
15th, is that soon?
yeah, just the end of this week.
Today is the 11th.
Lock
15
in
is
those
4
pick'ems.
days.
Oh,
Yeah. Do your pick'ems,
That's
guys, so
right.
you can't win fucking anything. For those of you who don't
I don't know
know,
what
you
that
can,
is.
like, pick the brackets, and you can win, like, you accumulate points for choosing correctly, and then you get, like, summoner icons, and if you get them all perfect, you get a really rare skin. But it's
There's
just not
50 people who
happening.
can get that.
There's 50 people? Like, are you following this? Do you have, like, a fucking stock ticker for the world's pick'em?
No, Mubi tweets it.
Oh.
The guy who does all the data
Yeah.
20.
Yeah, Surrender 20.
Yeah, he's a
Tweets
good
all
guy.
that stuff out.
But yeah, League of Legends Worlds is huge. I just don't feel as invested in it anymore. Maybe because I don't have anything
Is
to root for.
SKT in?
Yeah, of course they're
SKT
in.
is gonna probably win.
They're
That's
so
all I care about.
undefeated.
They were my favorite team when I actually paid attention to League of Legends.
Wait, really?
I bought the skins as well, so
You-
I'm glad they're doing well.
You paid
Shout out to
attention.
Telecom.
You paid attention to the Asian
Yeah,
teams.
They are big.
Yeah.
Damn, I don't watch their games. They're always early in the morning, and I always miss them.
And
So-
that's when I used to stay up all night.
It's funny that people say that and this is maybe a pretty common occurrence, that people lose interest in Worlds once their region is out, which I think is a real big blessing for the Smite community, considering North America and Europe are the best regions, mainly because China still is in limited release, and
Yeah.
Brazil and Latin America don't have relevant competition to practice. And it's crazy because last year for the Smite World Championships, as a commentator, people seek my advice, and one of the Chinese translators had come up to me and said, "Hey, listen, what does Sylvanas do?" And I'm like, "What the fuck do you mean? What is
my
Sylvanas?"
God.
We're at the World Championships. He goes, "Dude, we don't have that on our client. We have no idea what that god does."
What is that tree?
Yeah, he like, what is that tree? So I had to sit with them
Oh.
and explain what one of the fucking main gods of the tournament did. And here's the crazy shit, right? Is these players who had been playing for the shortest amount of time out of everyone there, right? These players who had no idea what some of the gods even did took first blood on the team that took third, right? Bodied them, killed Snoopy like for free, and then like almost beat Titan and knocked them into the losers bracket. The same Titan that took second place that weekend. And these, like, that's why I'm so, I guess, annoyed at some of the pro players in North America and Europe, because they don't take Smite seriously, and they have such an amazing fucking chance to make so much money, and they just treat it like a shit show. That's why I'm excited for China to like finally get the game and come and beat the shit out of everyone that plays this game professionally.
Are you
'Cause
suggesting-
aside from like 10 people that play this game in the entire world, when China finally takes this game seriously, they are going to bust our ass, because the work ethic in North America and Europe is a fucking joke compared to Asia.
So you're suggesting that they're just better, like inherently
Yeah.
better, like culturally better?
They take things more seriously.
They take things more seriously. They treat it like a fucking job.
My boss at work is Korean, and
That's
he
racist.
doesn't
You can't
follow.
just say that.
Yeah,
he
you
doesn't
can't
follow-
just.
What the hell?
Where is this going?
This is
My
2015.
God.
No, he doesn't follow esports at all, but his son is really into it. And I was watching it at work, and he's like, "Oh, yeah, I've seen that before. Korea's gonna win." I'm like, "You don't watch this, Peter? What the hell?" He's like, "Yeah, Americans just don't take anything seriously.
That's the truth.
Europeans
my
don't
God.
take anything seriously."
Yeah.
That's
Well,
awful.
okay, Peter. Thanks. I'm American.
I think isn't like it is. Are they afforded more time to like play
Actually,
a game?
no. In Korea specifically, they kids can't play games after 11.
Yeah.
Like their internet ID kicks them off.
Then when do they play? When do they go to school?
During the day.
So basically, what they do is they like, similar to your guided meditation, they close their eyes and like play matches in their head, so that when they actually get home, they've warmed up a little bit.
That's actually crazy.
Yeah, I think it's one of their racial bonuses.
Yeah, they just rolled those stats. Oh my god.
Nice.
Yeah,
Dang.
plus
I
15
wonder what mine
daydreaming,
is.
planning. God damn, I don't get, like, maybe that's just it. Maybe that's why the North American European teams are not as good. They just don't care. Or they're
That's what
like,
it seems like to me.
There's actually as far as league goes, there's something that's starting to pop up in NA now that a lot of people in NA don't like, but is very common in Korea because your time to play is usually so limited. If you are like 5 or 6 deaths down at like 10 minutes, they just open up mid and let the other team win by the 15-minute timer, so they don't have to wait out the 20-minute surrender timer.
really?
So like the mentality is like min-maxing time where you're actually getting useful gains in terms of learning how to play the game, rather than trying to play a game from behind that you're probably not going to win because people are tilting.
Holy hell. That's actually madness that they just give
I like
up like
that.
that. Because
It's
we're
just
taught
super
never
min-maxing.
to give up.
That's not really giving up. It's trying to, like he said, it's alleviating the extra 10 minutes you're wasting
Yeah.
by sitting there in a match that you're not going to win, because, like you said, we are taught not to give up. But over there, it's more like I don't have the time to even think about wasting to sit here and learn.
It's fucking 10:40. I gotta play another game.
Right. I mean, like that's real life, though. I mean, I queue into a ranked game in any game, and if we're getting, fucking raffle stomped in the first 10 minutes, I'm not trying to fucking sit there and play it anymore. Like, let me the fuck out so I can start again with a different group of people who give a shit about what's going on.
And it also really hurts your mentality to stay in those games too. If you're in a 50-minute game where someone has been like voting no over and over again, you're gonna be pissed. Even if like you were not pissed at the 20-minute mark, if you're there for another half hour, you're not happy. And you're the one who gets punished if you leave early, if they're doing that. So you have to stay.
That's crazy. Maybe I should just take things more seriously if I want to not be silver in League or something.
It's just a very different mentality over there. They take their practice much more seriously. They min-max all of their time.
I feel you on that.
Yeah. And so I remember there was actually a lot of criticism on C9 Balls in particular coming into the tournament because he was performing really, really poorly in Korea.
Yeah.
In solo queue. He wasn't even in Masters in like I think 20 or 30 more matches than a lot of the Korean pros were in Masters. He was in Diamond 2, not even Diamond 1. And they were highlighting that a lot of American and European players just don't take solo queue seriously. They think it's a joke. And in fact, I think Thorin and a couple of other commentators for League were actually agreeing with that. Like, oh man, you really don't need to take solo queue seriously. It's a joke. But now you have all these teams that take solo queue very seriously that have actually run over the competition. SKT didn't even look like they were in danger of losing a match in 6 games.
But it makes them come off like robots, and it's hard to root for robots.
I don't really feel that way, but okay. I think watching Faker is fun as hell.
I mean, Faker is just fake. Like, you can't compare him to anybody, though. Like,
he's not a person, though.
He's most definitely a robot, but he's the best robot. Like, I mean, I've seen a ton of content that he's made in terms of, like, interviews and things like that. I spotted him doing something at PAX Prime this year, and he doesn't have enthusiastic answers. There's not a lot of emotion in what he does, but he is the best at what he does. It doesn't matter if you are a fucking stick. If you're the best stick, people are going to love you.
That was good.
Interesting analogy. Okay.
The best stick.
I follow.
Faker is the best. I mean, he's built like one too.
And let's go back to the whole Korean thing and the whole solo queue thing. How many, before StarCraft blew the fuck up, right, in North America, how many of the serious StarCraft players fucked off to Korea to go play the game seriously? Shit, they had North American commentators over there. Tasteless and Artosis literally lived there casting GOM. Like, that's the seriousness. If you want to root for a North American, they need to take the game as seriously as a fucking Korean. And if they don't, then I don't give a shit about them.
True.
So when are you moving to Korea?
I'm going, bro.
Oh god, yeah.
The Smite Korean patch.
No, but I mean, I take what I do very seriously. I'm very passionate about what I do, and it annoys me when I have to work with people who aren't passionate, who take it as a joke. Because I mean, I came from a very humble background, I think is the best way to put it, and I've worked my ass off grinding to get where I've gotten in esports and on Twitch and everything else, and I love what I do. And when I work with people who don't love, and I mean seriously passionate about what they do, I just want to tell them to fuck off. Luckily, North America doesn't allow people to be non-political. Otherwise, I mean, I don't know what I'd do. I
mean, are you sure you don't get frustrated with them because they're not as passionate as you? Or is it because they just lack passion altogether?
Most of the people that I would have worked with over the last, let's say 5 years have little to no passion whatsoever. They do it because they do it.
But there are some people you enjoy working with because they give a shit and they love it.
Oh yeah, 100%. Most recently, I've really gotten to know Adam from Hi-Rez or APC. The dude is constantly about to have a panic attack for how much of himself he puts into it. It's crazy. Like, watching this guy work inspires me to work harder.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah.
He might as well be Korean then, huh?
Yeah, no, he is Korean.
Is he?
No, he's white.
Not.
He's white.
I know, I've met him. I'm like trying to think if there's a piece of him that might be Korean.
That's racist. That you can't say.
What? What? Like an identifying factor? I don't know. Maybe his great aunt.
Oh.
When
he said a part of him was Korean, I was thinking that, okay.
Oh, you went straight for
Never mind. I was thinking
we don't say inappropriate things on this podcast. All right, cool. So Star Wars Battlefront, Brandon. I know you're eager to talk about this because you're gonna get angry. Maybe step back from your mic so you don't spit everywhere or breathe fire.
It was a fun game when I played it.
So like, all right, see that I don't care about. So anyway,
Okay.
here's how Star Wars works to Star Wars fans, right? There are two things that you can do with a Star Wars product. Either you make it absolutely perfect or it just sucks dick, right? In this case, I guess it just sucks dick because it's not perfect by any means. Now, let me tell you, when you get started in the game and you do Walker Assault and you're running and you turn into fucking Darth Vader, it feels awesome, right? It feels like you're in
It doesn't look awesome though.
Oh no, what are you talking about?
When you're Darth Vader?
What do you mean?
You just flail around like a wet fish.
Oh, yeah, they could do definitely better with the movement. I think that's really important. The movement for the Jedi is fucking terrible. Why can like the sprinting feels like you're going slower than the stormtroopers? But that's neither here nor there. What I'm talking about is like you have these ships flying around that are controlled by players, and you have the walkers going. And despite the fact that it's terribly balanced in the beta, at least they're telling us when you unlock more shit, it'll be better. It feels like Star Wars, which is cool. But you go over to the drop zone, and it's literally just a shitty version of Battlefield. It's a worse version of Battlefield. It's just no fun whatsoever.
Battlefield with lasers.
Yeah, it really is Battlefield with lasers. What I do like is that the card system, or the level up system, kind of is pretty cool. We get access to 3 cards right now in the beta. You have your sniper rifle that has a 9-second cooldown, your grenade which has a 9-second cooldown, and your jetpack which has like a 15-second cooldown or something like that. And it feels like each of them are necessary, but you can only pick 2. It feels balanced, but that's not the problem. Right, we're gonna fucking rewind 10 years back to Battlefront 2 because it's been a fucking decade since we got one of these fucking games, right? And here's the issue: is Battlefront 2 comes out and it did something that no other shooter has done before, and that's kill streaks. Right? You get a bunch of fucking kills, or you get a bunch of points, you get to turn into fucking Han Solo, and it's the greatest feeling that you're ever going to experience.
You just turn into a space drifter, you kill enough people.
That's what I'm saying. Like, fucking dope, right? And then in 2007, or I guess 2006, development started on Modern Warfare, and Activision and Infinity Ward are like, holy shit, that's the best idea I've ever fucking heard in my life. Let's run that shit back, right? So now we got UAVs and fucking helicopters and shit. And again, it's the coolest fucking thing you've ever played. World at War sucks, and anyone who disagrees with that is a fuckboy. We'll fast forward to 2009, where we have Modern Warfare 2, and again the kill streaks are there, and they're fucking awesome, and you're flying all over the place now. You can fucking nuke people. It's great, right? And then Black Ops comes out, you're like, all right, this is the same shit. And Black Ops 2 comes out, and you're like, this is the same shit. And now Black Ops 3 is out, and you're like, this is absolutely the same shit. Who the fuck cares? But they're still fun to play, because you have these kill streaks and progressions. And now we're starting to transfer into a new, I guess, video game movement, right? Movements happen every, I would say, decade or so. Last decade, we really got into the shooter genre, right? And then I would say 5 years later, we stumbled into this MOBA genre. So maybe every 5 years. We're back into fucking shooters now. We got Overwatch, Battleborn, Paladins, and a fucking slew of other shooters coming out in the next 18 months. And they're going to be awesome, right?
Yeah, it's mixing the two. We're getting a combined movement.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. But here's the fucking problem, is every one of those games in some way is giving you progression. Now, I've only played Paladins, a little bit of Overwatch, but it was super early, and I don't want to judge it yet. But I've played Paladins a fair amount, as I do work at high-res, and one of the things that's very important in the game is progression. It's not kill streaks, but you're leveling up throughout the game, and you're picking different cards to augment your character. That is very important. You are benefited in some way drastically by being able to outplay the other team. Because when you log into fucking Battlefront, like, here's what happens. Killed a bunch of dudes, took the point. Okay? Their spawns were fucking amazing. They all spawned behind us. They killed us, stole the point back. We spawned on the other side of the map. And despite the fact that we fucked them in the face for like 40 straight seconds, to the point where they were all dead and we controlled the entire map, they still get to beat us now because we earned nothing from it. The spawns were random. There was no progression. There was no level up. There's no RPG element at all, aside from you've leveled to the max level, you have access to all the weapons in the game, and you've made a class that's still going to die in 2 hits because they're trying to balance everything. There's no fucking progression. They have taken literally the last 10 years of video game development and said, fuck you, we're DICE, we make Battlefield, I don't give a shit. And now Star Wars is giving us all this motherfucking money, and they're just gonna fucking ruin it.
Yeah, well, it's I mean, I think they like just know they're putting together a shitty game. It just needs to look pretty, and kids will buy it.
Oh yeah, but it looks so pretty.
Yeah. Minus
It
the
looks
animations.
It sounds good.
Dude, even on stream it looks good. Like when people are getting downscaled to 3500 bitrate, when to capture that full footage you're looking at 35,000 bitrate, right? A tenth of what the pixels are supposed to show you, it still looks fucking gorgeous.
Ugh.
I played it a lot for the past week or so.
I liked it.
And we obviously have different ideas when it comes to playing a game and having fun. You come from the min-max master himself, dmbrandon. Loves to make sure that things are balanced, things work well, and it makes sense for both teams to have a good time. Whereas I'm just running around shooting things, screaming Space War, and becoming Luke Skywalker.
Screaming Space War?
It's Space War. It's a Space War.
That's like when we played World of Warships, we kept
you're
showing
on Hoth, or,
boats game.
like, you're not in space.
No,
Like,
but if you
you're
look
on
up,
planets.
you can see a Space War if you're on Hoth.
You can see a Space War.
Yeah, there's ships in the sky. So
So-
I look up and I scream Space War, and I run into a grenade every time.
All right.
That's it. I mean, one of the most fun things I've seen, or at least heard of when we were playing, is somebody got the Darth Vader power up, because in the game you pick up power ups that allow you to either drive the AT-AT.
What is it, like
get
his
into a
helmet
TIE
floating?
fighter. Yeah, they're little floating icons on the map. You walk into it, you're able to do things. You walk into a hero icon. If you're on the Rebel side, you become Luke. If you're on the Imperial side, you become the Vader
Darth.
himself. There are corridors, just like you would see in the movie. And somebody had the Darth Vader hero icon, walked into the corridor that had 7 people in it. And if you hold down the block, the
Right click,
right click, which is the block for that part of the game, when you are a hero, you deflect lasers. So he's walking slowly forward, deflecting lasers, killing everyone in the hallway. Space War! That's awesome!
That's not a Space War, that's a
Right,
space slaughter.
Let's all talk
Rip.
about the fact that, I mean, you're a variety streamer for the most part, which means you play a game for 3 or 4 days and then you move on.
And you yell Space War in every
As a
one.
streamer, you know, this is just a lifestyle. You know, you're getting donations, and you know, just like I am and everyone else that streams, you get donations to keep buying games and keep yourself fresh. Now, when there's a fucking little kid out there who's 12 years old who wants a shooter, maybe not a Star Wars shooter, but wants a fucking shooter that's going to give him the bang for his buck, this is not the game.
No, I understand that. I understand that. When I was playing the game,
That's
people
why I
asked
don't like
me,
reviews from people who are like, yeah, I just play for fun and this was fun. But most of the time, the people who are doing reviews have enough money and have enough connections where they're getting games for free, where a, quote, fun game is a game that's going to last them for 1 day, 2 days. They think it's cool, and they try to sell it. Like, that's not my life. Like, it doesn't matter the fact that in 2 days I'm going to play a new game, and I know that. I want every second of my experience to be fun, balanced, and immersive. And I got some fun. There was definitely some immersive, but it wasn't balanced. And honestly, after a day, I was a little bored.
Well, you're not their target audience. They want kids to like shoot lasers and flail
Dude, I'm going to
around.
tattoo Star Wars things on my body. I am their audience. This, again, is just watered-down Battlefield with Star Wars skins. This is embedded into my
but
fucking
you're
DNA.
not. Like 30-somethings are not the target audience.
Hey.
Sorry, recently 30s
No!
are not the
30.
target audience.
You cunt.
Recently old people are not the target audience. It's like these children who just want a Star Wars game. Their parents see a Star Wars game because, oh, I remember that movie. I like Mark Hamill and the bun hair chick. And they just want to buy it for their kid and share in that with their kid. And it's dumbed down enough that they can sit there and flail on the controller.
So
No
you're-
one
so
who
you're-
has seen Star Wars is going to know, or who's going to say, oh, I remember that movie, is going to remember Mark Hamill's name and not Carrie Fisher's. Have you seen that bikini? Like, come on.
I wasn't looking at her.
Are you
That's
telling me
fair.
the target audience for this game is people who don't know anything about games or Star Wars?
Yeah, it's for idiots.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
if that's
everyone
the case,
quiet,
then
I'm
I
sorry.
think they're in the safe.
Well, it's not... Okay, look, I'm just saying, like, the vast majority of video game players are, like, 10 to fucking 18, or 10 to 22-year-olds, probably, right? And they're young kids who want shooters, and, like, they're the ones who will get their parents to buy it for them. The parents don't even look, and they just buy it. They're not making it for some 24-year-old super Star Wars fan who's fucking got their fucking rebel symbol tattoo on him. It's like...
Yeah,
It's for kids. And to hold like this candle of like balance and immersion from a game made by DICE, is like, I kind of expect it.
Dude, DICE is backed now by EA, Lucasfilm, fucking Disney. They have more money than I will ever see in my entire life. Inflation could up by 1,000%, and I will never see the amount of money in my entire life that they have for the budget of this game, and they didn't create a perfect product. There's no excuse.
I don't know. Maybe it didn't.
Needs to be a perfect product.
Does anyone know how much it costs? Anyone in the chat or anyone in
I
here?
have to
Probably
assume hundreds,
60.
like 100 million.
I thought you meant like.
I thought you meant when it comes
price of
out.
the game.
Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
No. I'm not. It's not like the game. Yeah, $60 is the answer. I know that.
Oh, you mean like the budget of the game?
Yeah.
Oh, I think it was $2.99. Like $2.99.
Oh, okay. So you just
they
like
did pretty well with that $3.
they fucking make it at a flea market.
Space Wars. It's fun.
Space Wars. Yeah, they just
It's
put.
when I play a game, like Brandon pointed out, I am a variety streamer now. When I play a game, I will tell people if it's worth their money or not based on the time I play the game, and tell them, all right, this is stupid, this is not so fun, so I would not waste $60 on this game. With Battlefront, people came into my chat and asked, Fats, I see you're having fun. You're just saying the same 2 words over and over and yelling at the top of your lungs when Luke runs at you with a lightsaber.
Pinta It's like
I'm
that.
just screaming when Luke runs at me because it's scary. You can't fight him, so you just gotta scream.
Yeah.
It was hilarious. It's fun. And people are like, all right, Fat School, should I buy this game? And I say the same thing every time. Do you like Star Wars? Then you'll enjoy this game. Otherwise, don't waste your money.
Well,
Okay,
if you
'cause
like
then-
Star Wars too much, you might hate it though,
Yeah, that
because
was
it's
my
not
question.
perfect.
Well, that's a different audience, okay? Brandon is the top echelon of fandom for whatever he's a fan of. Like, everything has to be precise and perfect for Brandon to like something that he has chosen to like. For Star Wars, Han Solo has to have 1 billion guns, and Babba Fett just has to sit there and die 1 million
Babba
times for him
Fett?
to enjoy it. I
My
said
man
Babba
said
on
Boba
purpose.
Fett.
Bob-
See,
Bob
I'm
on
fine with
purpose.
calling him the wrong name because fuck Boba Fett and everyone
See?
that loves him.
On purpose.
I think you just combined a Star Wars character with a Who song.
Boba Fett.
It's like
You could have said weeaboo drink too. It would've been
either,
good.
or like your grandmother. Like, this is my grandmother, Babba Fett. Come here, honey.
I'm shooting guns.
I'm shooting guns. Come on, let's have a space war.
Space War.
Kill enough people, pick up my token, and I'll help you.
You don't even need to kill people. You just get the
You just
token.
gotta pick up the token.
I'll pick up my token. I can't reach it. It's your
I've
Babba
fallen in
Fett.
space and I can't get up with gravity.
Did you know there's a space war going up above Hoth? I can
All
see it. I'm stuck on my back.
New topic.
Babba
Where these
Fett.
guys talk for the next half an hour in weird old grandma voices.
I'd like to thank Babba Fett for stopping by. Oh, no problem. I'm always here. Love you. Wait, isn't Baba like Russian for grandmother or some shit, right?
Babushka. Please.
No, isn't that like...
I just like that word.
No, isn't it babka like the bread? Like the chocolate bread? That's...
Babcha.
Babcha. Alright. Before we unravel ourselves here, one thing I wanted to talk about for sure, I don't know if you guys play this at all. I played the shit out of it. If I play the shit out of it, I think I have maybe 40 hours. I'm going to check right now just so I don't feel stupid when I say this.
40 hours isn't playing the shit out of something.
Oh, no, I
That
didn't
is
play.
not-
I just
like
checked.
2,000 hours in Dota. And
I
haven't
did not
played
play the shit
that.
out of it by any means.
Play the shit out of Minecraft.
No.
Alright, I'm leaving.
Check
Good.
those hours, bro.
Alright.
If I could check the hours of Minecraft, I think I'd be really disappointed in myself. So,
I'm not doing /played in WoW. No, thank you.
Well, the game we're talking about is Prison Architect, and I have a hilarious 11 hours.
Wait, which game?
Prison Architect.
Oh.
Have you played it, Brandon?
I have.
When did you play it?
I played it about, oh man, like, it's got to be close to 18 months.
Yeah, it's been a while for me, too. It's one of those games that's praised as, like, how to do early access. For those of you who don't know what it is, it's a prison building sim. Like, you manage a prison. So it's like, I like to imagine, when I play it, I like to imagine all my relatives are in there and I'm controlling them. So it's kind of for those type of people who get off on that sort of thing. Get off.
Is Boba Fett there?
No, I'm not. I'm not there.
Continue.
Welcome to Babba Talk. I'm your host. No. I played. I guess I played 11 hours. I love the shit out of it. I think I played it for 11 hours straight, which is why I remember it so vividly. But this was like 2 years ago. The game came out, and I have this written down. It came out on September 20. No, sorry. Yeah, September 25th of 2012. That's fucking 3 years ago. I feel like there's always been updates to this. They've constantly been adding new things. There's like so much additional shit that they've added to make this a complete game, and it launched this week.
Now, I tried so hard to play it. Like, I think this was maybe like 2 months ago, and I tried so hard to play and enjoy it because I remember when I was a kid, me and my brother used to play things like Roller Coaster Tycoon, you know, where you'd like manage a theme park. And I just couldn't, for some reason, wrap my head around Prison Architect. I just couldn't. For some reason, it was like so complex to me, and I don't know how I played like things like Roller Coaster Tycoon when I was younger. I just couldn't get into it. I don't know why.
Is it?
I don't know. Like, it was like, oh, run electricity, do this thing, and I was like, I don't get it. Like, I'm trying. It's not like something wasn't working. I don't know if it was like bugged, but it's just like everything seemed so complex to me. But shout outs to Roller Coaster Tycoon. That's my jam.
I mean, I thought it was really inventive the way it approached the sim thing too. So you could like you like literally can like plan out so it's like top down, right? So you can plan a grid of like this 4x6 grid is going to be the bathrooms, right? And you can like just label it and then you can build it later. So you can like pre-build everything and then you can also actually define the spaces. You can define that grid as a bathroom and then you need to add like the necessary components like building a house in Terraria or Minecraft or some shit.
The game is just Roller Coaster Tycoon for sociopaths.
It's not for sociopaths. Those are my family members.
Right. So, like I was saying, yeah.
Yeah, well, they actually had one of the things I think they also did right with the whole early access thing is they allowed backers to put their names of the prisoners in there. So there's all these ridiculous things with lots of references to other games and oh, I love you, Jenna, you know, propositions and all this bullshit. And you get to put the crime that they're in for. I should have just added all my family members and listed all the crimes, but I don't think I have enough money to donate for the amount of crimes that I'd have to input. Nobody laughed.
Well, I'm not laughing because I mean, like, get off the stage.
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm glad nobody laughed because I will go to prison myself if you fuck with me.
Nice.
Why? What's with all these characters today?
I'm sorry, I
Smatter
have
is a
not
character.
really slept.
He has many ghosts inside him.
Yeah, I have many ghosts inside of me, and they come out and they control my voice and make me say weird things.
He is on
You can't say come.
Yeah.
You can't say come on stream, please.
I'm sorry, everybody. I did say your mother opens. It's like she's a fucking door or something, or your favorite
Doors
restaurant.
will open.
But you know, I think coupling on what you've said about early access and how they've done it right, it's been incredible. Because I mean, I look at games like fucking Trine 3 in early access.
Oh my god.
Actually, that was us. That's
Yeah,
that was one of the worst experiences in my gaming life, despite the fact that we made it very fun.
We pulled something out of that, something
was
real.
real.
We made it fun. But that was because of us. That had nothing to do with the game. And whoever thought that it would be a good idea to charge people money for that piece of shit should not only be fired, but probably jailed for fraud.
Early
Yeah.
access is really overused by a lot of indie developers.
Rivals of Aether has early access right now, and it's awesome. There's 6 characters. It feels pretty balanced. The online is decent. Like, there's not a full-fledged one-player mode, but like they gave you a Smash that you can play online that is different enough from Smash to make it feel relevant, but close enough to make you feel familiar with the ideas of how to play the game. That is early access done right.
Well, what changed? Because I mean, like a week ago, I was watching your stream, and you're like, "This shit's not gonna last. These devs just fucking nerf what they fucking hate.
These devs are not passionate enough.
Oh, yeah, see,
They deserve
that's
to be
trouble.
gunned down like the degenerates they are."
That's trouble.
I was like, Jesus.
There was
Okay,
a patch
donkey.
they released where they took half the cast, 3 characters, took half the cast, and just nerfed them for what felt like no reason. I definitely don't agree with a lot of what they did, but the next patch, there were definitely a lot of positive adjustments. They went back and they looked at community feedback and saw that people were pissed about all the nerfs and that there were no steps taken to make the weaker characters better. They addressed this problem. They've been very vocal, but I do believe that they don't have enough Smash experience to balance this game alone. I think that they might be a little over their heads on that regard, and they need to listen to the community a little bit more than they did in the first run, but I don't know. The only problem with the game right now is the fact that they're not using GGPO. If you release a fighting game and you don't have GGPO, I don't know what to do. Like
Okay.
that, it's the #1 netcode for fighting games. I don't understand why someone wouldn't use it.
I don't know what GGPO is, and I'm sure there's many people out there who
Yeah,
don't.
what
Could
is
you explain that?
It's a netcode built for fighting games based on rollback, and it's like incredible. But what's cool?
There's more words in there you need to explain too.
Netcode.
Yeah, I mean like the whole thing.
Okay, so basically, it's the coding of the game. It's like the part of the game that allows you to connect to other players and play with as minimal latency as possible to make the game feel as if you were playing next to somebody in real life. And when you get a good connection on someone on Rivals, it's amazing. It feels like someone's sitting next to you. But if you get 2 frames of lag, it starts to build and snowball, and within like a stock and a half, a life and a half, it starts to become unplayable. Maybe to me, maybe not to casual players who are not going to feel 6 to 8 frame lag, but I feel that super hard. And it's just like, I can't move this character anymore. I mean, I felt up to like 30, 40 frames of lag in certain situations with people who don't even live that far away. And that, to me, is very worrisome. But considering it's an early access product and it's only $15, if you're a Smash fan, I definitely would pick it up.
Well, I mean, how big is the cast of characters going to get? Because that's like the biggest thing for me. Like, I get Smash because it's 8.
As of right now, I think they're expecting 8. What we know publicly, I mean, I might know a little bit more, but I don't want to give things away. We know a lot about Obsa. Obsa is like a Mewtwo-esque character that's going to be some electric sheep. It's pretty cool. The other character
She's cute.
is tanky. That's all we know.
Okay.
And one thing the game has done better than almost any other game I've ever played of the genre is the heavyweight character in the game right now, Crag, is awesome. And it's very rare that the heavyweights play well.
I hate
good.
Craig.
Wait, didn't the heavyweights play well in other Smash games? Wasn't like DDD
No.
decent?
No.
I mean, in the early
Grab.
stages, but like DDD eventually fell so far off that he was never played in either mode.
Yeah, I don't know shit
He
about
was really good
Smash.
until people figured out that Meta Knight existed.
Tornadoes, bro.
Yeah, you discovered him, right, Brandon?
I mean, not against DDD. Mewtwo King busted my ass.
Oh. But like, so back on the topic of early access games, what else are they doing right though besides just providing a solid, like where's the promise of completion? Where's the plan? How often do they plan the update? What do you
Honestly, that in this case doesn't even matter all that much to me because the game that they've given us is already pretty solid. But they are if you go on the Reddit /r/ Rivals of Aether, the devs are on there like talking with the community nonstop, and the game, since it's so close to Smash and their entire basis is off the ideas of Melee and the best parts of Brawl and PM and Smash 4, they are building an audience very, very quickly. So the game is getting tested at, I think, at a much higher rate than anyone could have expected.
Is this a small team and a relatively new one?
Oh, it's super small.
They're out of
Super
nowhere?
small.
Yeah, there's like maybe 6 people.
Wow, there's going to be more characters than devs.
I think the game was Flash originally. Like one
Really?
Of those, yeah, I think originally they intended to be like kind of like Super Smash Flash or something like that. It was a Smash Worlds thread or something, and they actually decided to take it seriously,
Wow.
make a game out of it.
That's crazy. Well, I hope it goes well. I hope it gets competitive enough, like picks up something, you know?
But I mean, I just hope other devs out there see early access and see alpha releases as a chance for them to show people the base product and then eventually build on it properly and not give us Trine 3, which was completely bare bones.
Oh my God.
Like, that wasn't... I would have been
And it's,
annoyed
like, out
as a
now.
game tester in their studio.
It was like the buggiest piece of shit ever. Remember when the screen blacked out?
Yeah.
Like, we couldn't even see anything, and the sketty bug aside, like, it's just, like, nothing played right. The frame rate was, like, abysmal. And it was crazy to me is, like, the game released 3 months later. Is it, like, good?
I have no idea, but there's no way it's finished.
I think it's out. I'm fairly
The
certain it's
issue-
released.
The issue with early access, though, is that most games that come out on early access are like Trine 3. They're not like Rivals of Aether. They're not like Prison Architect. A lot of people use it as a way to basically kickstart their game.
And
Yeah,
it's bullshit.
Yeah, it's really, really bad. A lot of games come out as not even products. They're like a...
Well, then again, there are games that release fully, like Wanderlust Adventures, for instance, was one of the worst experiences of gaming I have ever had.
PBat, does you know the
With-
devs?
By the way, I was watching that stream, and Brandon, I was rather disappointed in you, young man.
Good.
I was
You should
rather
be disappointed.
Don't
that
say
I
young
bought
man.
That shit game.
Nah, bro. Like, I think, honestly, and this is the one time I'll say this, I think you jumped the gun a little bit.
Nah.
'Cause I played
The control was
fully.
terrible. The combat is ridiculous. You're not railroaded to any point in the beginning to give you an idea of where to go or what to do. There are too many fucking games out right now that I'm going to spend 45 minutes trying to figure out how to get a quest.
Well, I don't know, bro, because, like, there were, so one of the quests was, like, talk to this NPC, like, it had his name, right? And you were like, I can't find this NPC. This game is bullshit. When the NPC was like right next to you, and like
right, exactly. That should be even worse.
But like the thing is, a speech bubble popped up above his head, and he said, "Hi, my name is so and so."
But I couldn't see that. I mean, I was looking all over the map. It was super nondescript, a little bubble. And then I had 3 other players, you know, because it's supposed to be a co-op game. The whole point of this is co-op.
Yeah.
Right? I had 3 other players talking to me while I'm trying to look for this, and they're looking for it. And if all 4 of us couldn't find it instantly, the game is bullshit.
Yeah, see, the thing is, they did find it, but like there wasn't enough of a like indicator that they had actually found it. I think they didn't even notice. Like they talked to the NPC and they didn't even notice. Like there's definitely things that it could improve on, but like I think the fact that you say it's like one of the worst games you've ever played, I think that's a little bit of a stretch.
I mean, it's not.
Just a bit.
It's the only game I have ever refunded in my life. I don't bring games back to the store.
You don't leave your house.
Well, even when I was little and I had to leave my house to get games, I never brought shit back. I never complained to GameSpot or GameStop rather, or EB Games or you know
Funkoland.
Were you like afraid of the cashiers and like didn't want to disappoint them?
No,
You're like,
it's just
Brandon,
like,
why
I
don't you like
understand
this
that when
game?
I'm buying a video game, I'm buying a product, and if I don't like it, that's my taste, and I should deal with that. And when I buy games on Steam now, I even, you know, there was a game not too long ago that I played, and I didn't really love it. I forgot the name, but it's in my library somewhere. But Wanderlust Adventures, like, we were so excited to play this co-op game because co-op is like the most requested genre worldwide, and I don't know why fucking developers won't listen to the entire fucking world.
Yeah.
But I played it for 30 minutes. I'm like, I'm refunding this. Like, there's no way I'm allowing this to live in my life.
I guess we're just gonna have to agree to disagree. Like, I mean, I played it, and it's not just I am friends with the dev, like, and that's not the reason that I'm. No,
He said, plug it, plug the game.
Bad idea.
Dion, plug the
You
game.
you legit just
I know, and I'm just saying,
Shout
like,
out to Minecraft.
I gave him hell for a few things that I think should have been changed. Like the ending was really shoehorned in. I'm not gonna say it in case people want to buy it.
No, we don't.
But yeah, I mean, like it's just one of those things that you can buy on Steam for $9.99.
Stop.
$14.99.
Stop it.
All right,
I
$14.99.
played
Sorry.
that game with DM. It was me, DM, Moji, and Purified. And once DM started to get upset about things not being how they were, then Moji and Purified were like, "Yeah, I agree with that." And me, I'm
That's just like I'm enjoying it. I want to kill shit. And like
I'm in a completely different position when it comes to video games than they are. They are competitive. They are looking for a good time. They want things to work. I'm down to just walk around and talk with my friends.
That's why you play anime fart games.
Anime.
Yo.
I am a different
Oh,
person.
here we go.
What?
That's racist.
Anime.
You can't say that.
What? Anime?
No,
Different
that you're a
person?
different person.
Purified's one of us, man.
I don't know about that.
Can you define us
don't
for
either.
those listening at home or in the car?
I had no.
Explain who us is.
Us black folks.
Oh,
You in
whoa.
the car there with your foot on the gas.
No,
I hope you haven't let up.
I don't
Black
see
folk are
color.
coming.
This is audio only, guys. It's a podcast.
Yeah. All right, new topic.
All right, cool. Let's see what I got on my fun little list here. Oh, something I want to talk about. I always say that before I introduce a topic. That's stupid.
Yeah.
Something else I wanted to talk about. I want to talk about everything. I want to talk like Babba Fett again, too. But
Please, God.
but I won't just introduce her. I'll just start doing it. The PS4 price drop. PS4 dropped from $399 to $349 just in time for the holidays, which I think is a crazy good move because they were already ahead when
they're
the
already demolishing the competition. Yeah.
I mean, Xbox is like struggling to stay relevant because people just don't fucking want to pay to play online.
I don't know about struggling to stay relevant. If you're gonna say that, you gotta talk about Wii U. Like, shout out to Nintendo.
Well.
I love.
They're
Nintendo,
already making a
but,
new
like,
console.
Yeah, they're like,
that-
just forget about the
that's-
Wii U.
Yeah, that didn't happen. But like, yeah, no, Wii U's doing really bad. But yeah, I mean, I think the price drop is a really smart move, obviously because of the holidays mainly. But I mean, they're already ahead, so I mean, really, what do they have to lose?
The Xbox price also dropped, but it was at $500 for a while when the PS4 launched at $400.
Yeah.
which
The
is
the Xbox Elite console, the 1 terabyte, is coming out next month for the 500 price tag. So I mean, that's still there.
500.
What are you gonna need 1 terabyte for? Though?
I mean, like, all right, so
5 different Halos.
my problem
True.
here is the fact that
200
like
gigs for every Halo.
we are no longer in a position where consoles should be vying for our attention, right? When the PS4 and the Xbox One came out, I'll tell you, I was the first person on mine. I had all of my shit paid off the day they allowed me to do it at GameStop, and I went there and I bought it and it was fun. And I went home and I put it together and I was so excited.
You had to
And
assemble it.
Well, you gotta put the fucking connect.
What did you trade for pieces over time and then finally get it?
Turn the fucking Xbox on, otherwise it won't turn on. You have to use, I don't know, fuck that thing. But I mean, I have both systems, and they just sit here, right? For $500, you could build a PC that's gonna play a game as well as the fucking Xbox.
Yeah. I just bought a PS4 myself, and I was like, oh, I'll play Destiny with my coworkers. I have literally, like, 23 minutes played of Destiny. I like it. I just can't, like, I'm an FPS player primarily, and I can't, like, fucking control with the controller. Like, the joystick thing, I cannot aim, and that game has ludicrous auto-aim. But it is kind of fun. Although I hear I'm going to hit a wall, and it's going to stop being fun. But apparently the expansion remedies all that, but, you know, that's besides the point. But, like,
I don't know.
I haven't touched it, and I feel bad. Well, I wouldn't feel bad if I wasn't, like, essentially gifted it, but it's just, like, I have this item, and I don't touch it, and that's the problem with every console I've ever owned.
You have to pay $400 or $500 before you can actually play the couple of exclusives that the console gets,
Yeah.
because very few people actually make exclusives now.
Yeah.
And you actually see people like Microsoft desperate to get exclusives like Tomb Raider, even only for a couple of months, to try to move more consoles.
Yeah,
because...
they hide that fact, too. They're like, oh, yeah, it's exclusive, but it's really not.
I'd love to play Bloodborne. I love the Souls games, but for now $350 and then another $60 just to play one game?
Dude, I couldn't even play it. The loading times alone, like, you are playing a game in which you are going to die. It is designed to do trial and error, kill you all the time bullshit.
Yeah.
Right?
How is that fun?
No, I mean, that I don't mind. I don't mind a challenge, even if it's trial and error sometimes. Like, I played Bashi, and I want to be the guy and all that shit, right? But the issue is that I played those motherfuckers on PC. When I first played Dark Souls, it was on a PC that's made from fucking rocket ship parts. NASA's calling me. I'd be like, yo, man, where'd you get that CPU? I'm like, yo, right? But, so, people are like, you're going to fucking hate Blighttown. But I ran Blighttown at 6 frames a second. They're like, well, you're supposed to run it at 15 frames and hate the game. I'm like, well, I don't know, man. Go fuck yourself. I stay mad, right? So I get Bloodborne, and dude, you die, and it takes you like 15 to 20 seconds to get back into the game.
Oh god.
Oh, load time.
Oh yeah.
And that's not a big deal, 15 or 20 seconds, right? But then you die again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and you die 30 times within the first boss. You're wasting fucking half an hour just loading.
Yeah.
That's my problem. I don't want to play a game that simulates the experience of putting my dick in a blender over and over again. Like, I want to enjoy... I play the Batman games on, like, and I get frustrated when I, like, get overwhelmed and can't figure out a damn encounter.
The feel of beating the bosses after dying over and over again is really exhilarating, but I have to agree there. If I had to play Titan Souls, and I had 20 to 30 seconds of loading time, instead of instantaneously resurrecting, no.
PBat knows than that, no.
That's like your parents beating the shit out of you as a kid, and you just love them more for it. Like, that's like it's this horrible like Stockholm-y thing. We know you like to be spanked, Fats, but
that's the worst part though. I have to pay an extra $350 for the experience of loading times. Yeah. Is basically what a console is now.
But the problem most of the games is Microsoft and Sony has more fucking together more money than God. Right? Like, so if Microsoft goes, listen, I know you made this game for PC, bro, but like Xbox ain't doing that well, so I'm gonna give you like 50 mil right now to just let me have Madden for like a year, right? They'll do it. Like Sony does it all the time. Microsoft's starting to get into it as well, and it's hurting. It hurts to have a game locked to a specific console. Like, God bless PCs, because PC games are easier to develop for. They're easier to patch, especially through Steam. Steam doesn't give a shit what you do, right? Or you can even make your own launcher. It's apparently not that hard. I know plenty of stupid people who make games.
Damn.
All right.
Was somebody whispering?
Damn.
All right. I'll
Sneak
take it.
dissing. That's that
I'll
shit
take
apparently he likes.
I'll take it.
I mean,
Oh
I'm
my
actually
God.
glad that Tomb Raider is not going to be on PC until next year sometime, because Fallout 4 is coming out at the same time as that game.
That's what
Oh.
I'm saying.
God, we should do a whole episode on Fallout 4. Oh, holy shit, we're a month away, aren't we? It's November 11th, right?
November
Yeah.
10th.
Yeah.
10th.
Oh,
we're,
God.
we're within the 1 month
We're
mark.
reversed.
I tried to make a
10/11.
doctor's appointment for that day so I can take off from work, go to the doctor, and then play, but she's not available that day. Ah. God, I'm so
She's already
excited.
booked out by Fallout fans.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, Dr. Marchand wants to play fucking Fallout 4. God, she's just gonna roll a medic character and just heal herself and run around. She'll carry around her little laptop like she likes to do, and then tell me I should brush my teeth more, because she's kind of a dentist as well.
Kind of a dentist. as
thanks.
She
well.
is.
Thanks for always bringing your entire life into everything.
It's not my entire life, it's just what's inside my mouth. I never
So
I
bring
don't
that.
wanna
I
hear
never
about
bring
my
that up.
mouth. Shoutouts to Al.
Ugh. All right, we're nearing time here, but before we close, I want to do another hypothetical, you guys.
Oh, God.
And
Oh,
I
here we
want to see.
go.
I want to see if you guys can get through this and like play along.
I
All right,
can't.
and I'm gonna
an
try to-
adult.
I'm gonna do my best to explain this in such a way that you can't weasel out of it. Would you rather be buried alive by one of by a parent of your choice, and in this instance, the parent is alive if dead, or otherwise excommunicated from your life? The parent has to do it. Would you rather be buried alive by a parent of your choice, or would you rather bury one of the parents of your choice alive while the other one has to watch?
Buried
and-
alive.
All right,
By
I
which
got
one?
You on this. I got you on this. Since Bill Cosby has all this shit going on, I'm gonna let Claire Huxtable watch me bury that motherfucker.
God,
You
damn
didn't
it.
say my parents. You said parents. Their parents.
Oh
Fuck,
They were
my
the parents
God.
they were parents of all black people in the 90s.
Did I
man.
not-
fuck Bill Cosby.
Brandon,
parents.
can't you just answer the
I
question?
answered the question. What do you
isn't it-
want?
No, it's
isn't
your
it
parents!
ironic- Isn't it
No, it's
ironic
not
that
what you
the
said. I'm
It's
not
my
letting you take it
parents.
back. I'm out.
Mom's holding that L.
It is pretty. I know what you're getting at, P. It's kind of funny.
Wait,
God
okay,
damn
PBat, what
it,
you
dude.
explain? Give your answer, please.
I mean, I would just rather get buried alive.
By which parent?
I don't know, mom.
Dad has to watch.
I suppose.
Your mom's gonna get sweaty while your father just stands there.
Yeah.
Actually,
now
you're
you're
not
trying to
that big. It
feel
won't take
bad?
that long to
I
put
was
a
gonna
hole.
say you can't just make me feel bad. I'm giving you the answer, bro. Like, get out of here.
Okay, Fat.
I mean, I'll let my dad do it, I guess.
Your mother's gonna watch this.
Sure.
You wouldn't bury one of your own parents?
One's already buried.
That's-
Sad.
Well, that's like I wouldn't have my dad do it because he buried his twin brother, so like it would be weird.
So would you bury him?
Oh, no, he couldn't bury me. My mother couldn't bury me because that's too sad because she loves me too much, and I couldn't bury him, but he might. Wow, you know what? I'm not gonna explain that one. I hate this hypothetical.
Nice one.
Who
Nice
came
one.
up with this?
Brought it
Fucking
up.
idiot.
Now
You
everybody's
Wow.
sad.
A fucking
Sad
idiot.
boys.
Everybody's sad.
All right, Chris, go
My
ahead.
mom's holding that L.
Your
So-
mom?
Yeah, she's getting buried.
Straight up.
You're just like selling her out right away.
Oh,
Some people
absolutely.
don't have those
Damn, she
relationships
sold
with their
me out.
parents.
She sold me out for 18 years. She can get sold out? Hell no.
Oh, this is getting deep. Can we not do this? This is a simulation, not real
Sad
life.
Yeah.
simulator.
Sad feel simulator.
Sad sim. This.
Duh, I'll make you
feels-
come. I'll make you guys feel better. Come over my house. I'll make
Goes Boba Fett.
I'll make some biscuits. It's
Babba
Babba Fett. It's
Babba
me.
Fett.
Is this before or after the burial?
Either or. I'll keep the food warm.
What was Boba Fett's child? Or was he the
Django.
child?
Oh my god.
That
don't
was
know.
his. And that was his father.
Just stop. Fucking
Django?
stop.
Django?
No,
Django?
no
Django?
silent D.
Django?
hate this
Django.
podcast.
Oh my
Yo,
God.
Walks in
Baba,
space?
Baba Unchained, bro.
The space fucking
Baba Unchained.
Baba Unchained.
Wouldn't
About
watch it.
Christmas.
Oh,
Oh,
god.
man.
Space War.
Oh
Or would
god.
it be Slave War?
Slave war. It'd be
Slave War.
actually it'd be Slave One. Wasn't that his ship?
Stop.
Right? Am I
Stop.
right?
Why you gotta
Stop.
kill the jokes all
Stop.
the time?
He
Okay.
hates not being the funny one.
All right, guys. That is gonna be it for us this week. We will be back next week with more. It may not be live. We may have to pre-record and show it. This is the first some of my panelists are hearing this, of course, but we can make it work. So thank you all for stopping by. My panelists, say goodbye.
Have a great night, everybody.
Enjoy.
Yeah.